So, you finally did it. You cut your hair into a bob. And let me just say, you look fantastic. There's something about a bob haircut after 60 that just feels right. Clean, lifted, confident. Like your cheekbones remembered who they were. But here's the thing. The bob is only half the magic. What really brings it to life? A pair of earrings that actually know how to play nice with it. Because when you go shorter, everything else shows more. Your neck, your jawline, your ears. Yes, even that one you always forget to moisturize. And if you're anything like me, you've probably reached for old favorite earrings, only to realize, they suddenly feel too long, too loud, or just too 1997. I'll never forget the day I wore my big hoops with a fresh new bob. Walked into brunch all proud, and my sister looked at me and said, "Oh wow, are we going to a salsa club after this?" Yeah, that was the last time I let my earrings steal the show in the wrong way. So today, let's fix that. I'll walk you through the best earrings to wear with a bob haircut after 60. The ones that flatter your features, lift your look, and never compete with your haircut. And hey, if you love content like this, where we keep it stylish, smart, and just a little bit cheeky, go ahead and hit subscribe. We're building a space here for women who still enjoy experimenting, evolving, and looking fabulous doing it. Now let's start with the quiet heroes of short hair accessorizing, small hoops. Style 1, small hoops that complement a sleek bob after 60. Let's talk hoops, not the giant, shoulder-dusting kind we wore in our 30s, and bless those days, but the small, elegant ones, the kind that say, "I've still got style," without screaming for attention. For women over 60 with a bob haircut, small hoops are honestly the unsung heroes. They add that soft, circular shape near the jawline, perfect if your bob is cut straight or angled, and they don't get tangled in your hair every time the wind blows. Been there, not fun. What you want are lightweight hoops, about the size of a quarter, or slightly smaller if your bob is chin length. Think gold, silver, or even a matte rose finish for warmth. Avoid anything too thick or shiny. We're not trying to reflect headlights here. Quick story. My friend Denise, who's 68 and has the most gorgeous silver bob I've ever seen, once said, "I don't wear hoops anymore. They drag my ears down." I handed her a pair of thin titanium ones, feather light, and her face lit up. She wore them to the farmer's market that weekend and came back saying, "3 compliments before I got to the apples." I rest my case. So if you felt like earrings just don't sit right with your bob anymore, try a pair of small, light hoops that hug the ear and add a soft frame. They don't overpower the haircut. They support it. Quietly, confidently. Just like us. Style 2. Stud earrings for sharp, clean bob hairstyles over 60. Now, if hoops aren't your thing, or if you're going for that sleek, minimalist bob that just says chic without trying, let me introduce you to your new best friends, stud earrings. Studs are like the white blouse of accessories. Understated, timeless, and always appropriate. Especially when you've got a sharp bob that sits just at the jawline. Studs let the haircut do the talking, while quietly enhancing everything around it. And the best part? They don't fight for attention. They're like that elegant woman at a party who doesn't say much, but everyone notices her anyway. I'm a sucker for pearl studs, especially the creamy white or soft blush kind. They reflect just enough light to soften the lower half of your face. Perfect if you've got a strong jaw or a blunt bob that needs a touch of softness. Also worth trying, small gemstone studs, clear or muted tones. Think light citrine, soft gray quartz, or even a touch of lavender if you're feeling playful. Avoid overly bright colors. Neon green doesn't quite pair well with refined and radiant. Oh, and here's a quick tip from my neighbor Joy, 72 and fabulous. She keeps a small tray by her mirror labeled earrings for short hair days. It's mostly studs. She says, "They never get caught in my collar and they never make me feel like I'm trying too hard." Honestly, that's the goal, right? So if you've got a clean bob and want something elegant, polished, and truly age-defying, a good pair of stud earrings might be all you need. Style 3. Drop earrings that flow with layered bob styles. Now, if your bob's got a little movement, maybe it's layered, slightly tousled, or has that lived-in, breezy feel, then drop earrings are about to become your signature move. But let's be clear, I'm not talking about those dramatic, shoulder-skimming chandeliers we wore to weddings in the 90s. I'm talking about short, delicate drop earrings, ones that hang just below the lobe. Sway gently when you turn your head and never tangle with your hair. Here's the thing with layered bobs after 60. They already add softness and dimension. So the goal with earrings is to echo that same feeling. A little movement, a little sparkle, but nothing that drags the look down. I once found this pair of brushed silver teardrop earrings, super light, maybe an inch long. Wore them with my side-layered bob to my friend Ruth's garden party. Before I even said hello, someone walked up and said, "Your earrings are dancing with your haircut." I mean, who doesn't want that? Look for shapes like teardrops, soft ovals, slim bar drops with a little shimmer. Avoid stiff or geometric ones unless your bob is ultra-structured. And be careful with anything longer than your chin. It tends to compete with the haircut and, let's be honest, can make your neck look shorter than it is. If you're feeling a bit playful but still want to keep it elegant, a well-chosen drop earring is your style wingwoman. Just enough to say, yes, I still sparkle. I just do it with restraint. Style 4. Pearl earrings to soften the look of an angled bob. Pearls, the quiet luxury of the earring world. And if you've got a bob that's angled, asymmetrical, or just a bit edgy, pearls are the perfect way to bring things back into balance. Why? Because angular bobs are sharp. They draw the eye down. They're chic, yes, but they can sometimes feel a bit serious. That's where pearls come in. They add this soft, luminous glow that smooths out the whole look, especially around the jaw and collarbone. Now, I know some people still think pearls are too proper or too prim, but listen, we're not talking about grandma's Sunday church set here. Modern pearls come in all forms. Classic white studs, always flattering, slightly dangly drops, irregular Baroque shapes for a touch of edge. I wore a pair of pale pink pearl drops to my niece's engagement dinner last fall. Hair in a neat angled bob, side parted. One of her bridesmaids leaned in and said, "You look like you just stepped out of a skincare commercial." Which, for someone who was battling hot flashes an hour before, felt like a personal victory. Also, pearls reflect light beautifully, especially if your hair has gray or silver tones. It's like a built-in soft focus filter for your face. Subtle, flattering, and quietly confident. So if your bob is doing the I mean business thing, add pearls to whisper, but I also know how to laugh over wine. All right, we've talked about the heroes. Now let's talk about the not today earrings. Because even the most fabulous bob haircut can be dragged down, literally, by the wrong pair of earrings. I've made these mistakes, so you don't have to. You're welcome. Mistake 1. Super long earrings. You might think a long, dangly earring adds drama. And yes, it does. But sometimes the drama is, why does my neck look shorter? Or, Why does my bob look like it's fighting with my earrings for attention? Rule of thumb: if the earring hangs lower than your chin, especially with a short or angled bob, it's probably doing more harm than good. Mistake 2. Heavy statement pieces. Listen, I used to love a good chunky earring, the kind that made a little clunk when you drop them on the counter. But once your ears start to stretch, which they do, thanks gravity, those earrings don't just weigh you down. They age your whole look. And don't get me started on the indent they leave on your lobe. Not cute. Mistake 3. Overly bright or sparkly colors. Neon orange hoops. Glitter-encrusted danglers. If your bob haircut is already sleek, sharp, or modern. These loud pieces just throw everything off balance. It's like wearing sneakers with a ball gown. My cousin tried to reclaim her youth by wearing fluorescent green acrylic earrings with her brand new silver bob. Her husband lovingly asked if she was headed to a rave. That earring pair now lives in the donation bin. So here's the takeaway. Just because it's pretty in the jewelry box doesn't mean it works with a bob, especially after 60. Let your haircut shine. Let your face breathe. Let your earrings enhance the look, not compete with it. So there you have it, the quiet little earring choices that make a big difference when you've got a bob. We're not talking runway drama. We're talking walk into a room and feel like yourself, just a little more polished. Because after 60, style isn't about showing off. It's about showing through. Through the way your haircut frames your smile. Through the way a pearl catches the light next to your cheek. Through the confidence of knowing you chose what flatters you, not what's trending on someone 30 years younger. And honestly, that's the best kind of beauty. So whether you're a hoops gal, a studs devotee, or just rediscovering your jewelry box after a fresh new cut, try something. See how it feels. You might be surprised how much a 1-inch earring can lift more than just your outfit. Let me know in the comments. Are you team pearl, team sparkle, or team whatever doesn't tug my earlobe? And if this helped, or made you smile, or made you say, maybe I will try those little hoops again, tap that subscribe button. We've got a lot more where this came from. Style tips, gentle beauty shifts, and all the little things that help us shine brighter after 60. See you in the next one.